on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0. Man.
I think when you take that meat off, you can't hit no white.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Wow. I knew that was gonna be out. Good to the person.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal. Jackson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. He may try and run, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Oh, there's on me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Ed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh,
and he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Play fake. Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch 54. Hey, here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jahan, what I need? 51.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
D.
Shoot. Wait, that.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
2 times. 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check 3. Let's 50. Lucky 48. Check hot route. Hot. Kick. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slam.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side complete. It's Daniel. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Running right, this is Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Joe Mixon, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Boy, these niggas in trouble.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination, but the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Daniel, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
She can get weak, guys. Stay with him.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 24, check 24. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 4, check 4.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, check mark 33, check mark 33.
Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Jackson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike, check 33, 33. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, check Mike 33.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go, big time. Let's go.
Hey! Level, please don't change on me. Yeah, for you, I put range on.
Here's Ingram. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down now, McMillan. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That nigga had going to break his square foot. Like, big dot. Oh.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
What's wrong with you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check safety, check. Line out.
You gooch.
Again, it's Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Daniel. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get off the field, D. Check. Crunch. Breaker on the hop.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
These pennies.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Red penny, brown penny.
They'll run with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey.
They'll run here with Mixon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. Cousins now. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. So that one will be accepted.
Hey, Case got to my girl down on me today. Talking about the lady I've been going crazy. Come and pull up on me. I just want to say, he brought up on crazy. He needed that.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Get you a face shot. Oh.
Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Go now. 70, Indy.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little to do as he gets
dude,
in there for the sack.
that nigga so tall.
He was trying to keep his eyes
60
downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been
I would
taught,
not say it was popping. They didn't say shit was popping.
No one's open. There is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting
pay
sacked.
no 60 to say that
So
shit.
they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there,
he see my name.
half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
When the nigga down, she gonna miss.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface.
They was mad. They thought
see the pellets go
pushing.
up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 382, hey, 50.
Here's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Mixon. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 46 yards. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
From the 29, Jackson, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. McMillan. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Last stop. Last stop.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Hill, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson.
Let the pin get off on you, son.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Look at that reach.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
It's big
and up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense got the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Being chased out left.
Bullshit.
He can run for it, and he will. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. AC Gator. Good track.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
I knew they were going to get me.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
Oh, I thought you were going to jump on that bitch.
So for the Ravens, they...
Green. So next, I used to ignore, now get it out the floor. Made the big get it out the floor. You know, they play with the boys. They know how to swing the AK like a toy. They know I'm coming, they know more. Yeah. Apply pressure we need. Apply the street and we feed it. We got whatever they need, yeah. Don't ever see it, yeah.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Have so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a way to push my